Okay, so another video lecture. Wait lang. Again, let me just prepare the third presentation. Ayan. Okay, start na tayo dito kaagad. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so third week lesson, ano siya? Always outdoor activity. So, ayan. So before we start, again, just a reminder that outdoor activities are fun, but always consider environmental hazards. So ano nga ba yung environmental hazards? For example, environmental hazards lang ba yung pagkakaroon ng ulan? Ano ba to? Um, Earthquakes. Okay, if we talk environmental hazard, it also talks about the different animals that can cause harm to humans while visiting the forest or wilderness. Okay, so the topic is very important, equally important. Likewise, with the first two topics, subjectives, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to, letter A, enumerate the different types of environmental hazard. Letter B, determine the appropriate first aid of a particular environmental hazard. Letter C, identify the basic things that must be present in first aid kit. And letter D, apply a different first aid for environmental hazard. So there are two essential guide questions here. The first one tells or it says that how should first aid be administered to victims of environmental hazard, and how important to to acquire correct knowledge about the first aid kits. Okay, so we all know that first aid not tend to cure a victim or a patient, but just alleviate the pain that these patients are experiencing. So it is very basic to all of us to know the different first aid with different cases. Okay, so likewise, engaging in outdoor activities is no excuse. Okay, especially it is fun, but at the same time, it is very dangerous. So week 5 or week 3 lesson dapat is all about environmental hazard. So give the function of the following hazards. It's very obvious. That is caution for poisonous plant. That is for drowning. This is for a strong current of water, poisonous animals, okay, falling debris or falling rocks, and cliff. So if you already see this kind of warning signs, uh, try to be a little bit conscious or very observant your surrounding, because that might be a place where these accidents is current or usually happens. Okay, so what are some environmental hazards? Okay, so mountainous and wilderness have so much to offer to people to enjoy. That is a fact, and these include some animals and plants, but always remember these animals might impose some hazards to people. It is important to know how to deal with the injuries they cause to people, as this may save lives. As we always said with our previous discussion, nature is very beautiful. Nature can give us peace of mind, but also remember nature is very unpredictable, at the same time very dangerous. Okay? So, environmental hazards under plants, animals, and weather. So, let's go first with the different plants. Okay, so we have here different poisonous plants that is pwede makita sa bansa natin or pwede makita sa other countries. The first one is very popular, poison ivy, yung kalaban ni Batman, or the Toxicodrion radicans. Okay, so poison ivy came from the Anacardiaceae family or the sumac family. It grows primarily in temperate climate in the America and Asia. So usually this plant grow in a humid weather. There are about 30 species in the majority of these species can be found in Asia. So leaf type. So let's describe kung paano yung mukha ng poison ivy. Ganyan siya. So it has a compound leaves with 3 leaflet. So dito yung compound with 3 leaflet. Or compound pala sila with 3 leaflet. Okay? Now, the stalk of the middle leaf is much longer than the stalk of the two side leaves. Kapag sinabi natin stalk, ito yun. Yan. So, mas mahaba ito compared dun sa dalawang leaflet niya. Okay? The edges can be smooth or crossly toothed. Okay? Surface can be glossy or dull. Pero kung ako sa inyo, hindi ko na siya hawakan. Hindi ko na kailangan ma-experience yung smooth or crossly toothed na edges niya. Because once you touch this plant, okay, it can cause severe itchiness on your skin. Okay? Number 2 is we have your, okay, poison oak. Poison oak or the Toxicondrion diversellum. Okay, poison oak is a type of poisonous plant of the cashew family or Anacardiaceae. The same sila at the native to North America and Pacific. Poison oak are also found in Western North America. How to identify poison oak? Poison oak is low-growing, upright shrub. So pag sinabi nating shrubs, para siyang, ano ba 'to, paano ko i-explain yung shrubs? Para siyang puno pero maliit na puno, parang gano'n. Para siyang yellow bush, para siyang bonsai, hindi naman sa bonsai, pero ano nati-trim siyang plant, puwede siyang i-trim na plant, okay? It can grow to about 3 feet tall, sometimes giving it an appearance of vine. Leaf shape resemble an oak leaf, hence the name poison oak, but is not a member of a oak family. Because if we say oak family, are you familiar with ano ba yan? Yung kulay orange na leaf sa Amerika na every fall, those are oak trees. So siya, pinangalan siyang oak or poison oak because of that characteristic. If you can see, meron siyang distinct shape. Okay? Pinangalan lang siya doon because of its appearance. Pero it's not a family of oak tree because again, it this is not a tree. This is just like this is only a shrub. Okay? Leaflets have hair in both sides unlike poison ivy. So ito, again, meron siyang mga tiny hair na kapag na-attach sa skin mo, that can cause irritation. Okay? Ayan siya. And number 3, we have your poison sumac or the Toxicondrion vernix. So poison sumac, also called poison elder, is a poisonous shrub or small tree of a cashew family. Native to swampy acidic soil of eastern North America, the clear sap which blackens on exposure to air contains urushiol and is extremely irritating to skin. Okay, kapag sinabi nating sap, yung dagta. Okay? May dagta. Yung dagta naman nito yung poisonous. Okay? Poison sumac is a small tree that grows to about 30 feet tall. It has a pinnate leaves like a fern's leaf or a feather. Okay, each pinnate leaves has 9 to 13 leaflets on its which stationed opposite to each other. So green leaves are shaped like pointy, uh, taped ovals and have pitch-like fuzz on underside. Ganyan siya. So ito yung sinasabi niyo. Para siyang malunggay. Or para siyang, ano hindi siya malunggay? Para siyang, anong plant na yun? Yung pinapakain sa kambing. Kumbaga. Ayan siya. So next one, let's go to ulit siya. Let's go to first aid. okay, on how to administer a first aid if someone accidentally encountered this plant. So if the plants left some stinging hair, they have to remove fast as it is how the poison enters the body. Okay? So kapag meron pang mga hair-like na nakasting sa katawan mo, sa skin mo, kailangan matanggal siya kaagad. Okay? Because that is how the poison spread inside the body. Various methods are used in removing them such as duct or tweezers. Okay? Yung tweezers, yung para siyang chani. Para siyang chani. Okay? Wait lang. Okay, para siyang chani or duct tape. Yung lagyan mo siya ng tape tapos tanggalin mo, pwede yun. The important things is to remember is not to rub them as this will further to spread of the substance. So kahit gaano pa kakate, nawala ba ako? Kahit gaano pa kakate yung skin mo, okay, kahit gaano pa kakate yung skin, you need to, kita niyo ba ako? To avoid limiting ignore. Okay? To avoid, ha? Ano nangyari? Okay. So to avoid more major effect of the plant, you don't need to rub it. Okay, wash the exposed area with soap and warm water. Washing it within 10 minutes upon the contact can significantly reduce the chances of allergic reaction. Okay, remove the contaminated clothes as the oil of the plants can continue to spread from the clothing. So once kasi plant yan, okay, hindi mo maiwasan na yung damit mo, uh, doon kumapit yung poison, tapos pwede mag-spread out doon. Okay, number 4 is the itching discomfort by applying a cool compress for 15 to 30 minutes. And avoid topical antihistamine. Pag sinabi natin topical antihistamine, yung ina-apply. Kaya nga bawal siyang kamutin, then bawal din siyang hawak-hawakan. Anesthetics and antibiotic ointment, they make the skin more sensitive. So do not use any ointment, anything, any medication that can be applied. Put calamine lotion to alleviate the itching. Okay, so calamine lotion, it's for itching kasi yun. So it's a medication. Topical siya, pero yung effect niya kasi is really for it for yung pangangati. Okay, and number 7, if itchiness make it difficult to sleep, give an oral antihistamine. So kapag hindi pa rin talaga tolerable yung pangangati, pwede ka na mag-take ng oral medication but not topical ointments. Okay? Hindi ko alam, naka-record pa rin ba to? Oo, naka-record pa rin siya. Next one. Okay, environmental hazard plants, animals. Let's proceed to animals. Ayan siya. So there is only two here. We have your snake and we have your leeches. Okay. So leech, an aquatic or terrestrial annelid worm with sucker of both ends. Many species are blood-sucking parasites, especially for vertebrates and other are predators. So leechers are locally called limatic or alimatic, are commonly seen in the Philippine forest. So, familiar kayo dun sa water leeches, pero may mga leeches din sa lupa. And kung gaano kadiri yung nasa tubig, ay, ganun din kadiri yung nasa lupa. And they are very aggressive like the leeches sa tubig. When leech enters the mouth, throat, nose, and eyes, gargle with alcohol-based drink. Okay? Remove leech by using tweezers. Okay? Others just leave it until leech lives on its own. Pero kaya mo ba yon? Yung hindi mo siya tatanggalin, pabayaan mo na lang siya dyan. Pero may mga instances kami nung mga bata kami, pag nananaligo kami sa tubig, and pag may leech na dumikit sa amin at hindi namin alam na may leech yun, at hindi siya natanggal, pwede siyang mamatay kasi sa tubig yun eh, pwede mag-dry yung skin nila at mamatay sila mismo din sa balat mo. Okay? Let medical personnel remove it if, only if, it is a very difficult tawag ito, kung saan siya dumikit. For example, malapit sa anus, sa mata, sa ilong, sa tenga, medical personnel talaga ang kailangan mo dyan. Okay? And antihistamine may serve as first aid. Hindi pa naman ako nakakilala ng tao kapag nakagat ng leech is meron siyang allergic reaction. Pero there are some people that are very sensitive na pwedeng mag-react nga yung leech sa katawan nila, and antihistamine medication is necessary also. Okay? Number 2, we have snake. Alam natin, delikado ang ahas. Pero hindi lahat ng ahas is nakakamatay. Okay? There are poisonous and non-poisonous snakes. Snake is our limbless, elongated reptile that evolves from lizard. Now, all snakes are carnivorous animals, and many species produce venom, which helps to kill their prey. So they use their venom to hunt food and to protect themselves. Not all snakes are venomous. In fact, according to the World Health Organization, venomous snake in 2010 over 3,000 species only. Okay, 600 are venomous. Madami pa rin yung 600. Okay, pero there are 3,000 species of snakes. Okay, venomous and non-venomous. So let's try to compare physically. Venomous, okay, triangular shaped head. Non-venomous, round head. Okay? Okay, venomous, elliptical eye pupil, round pupil naman sa non-venomous. Tail, okay, vent. Yung vent is doon lumalabas yung tae nila, ihi nila. Okay? Now, single row scale. Yung vent nila hanggang sa dulo. Non-venomous, doubled row scale. From single na nag-doubled. Okay? Bite. Usually 2 dots. Non-venomous, multiple dots. Okay? So that is the characteristic physically. So pag nakita na kayo ng venom ng ahas na yung ulo is triangular like cobra, tapos yung mata niya elliptical, tumakbo ka na. Okay, that is venomous. Ayan. Yan, that is venomous. Oh, ayan. And sometimes colorful din sila. Okay, venomous to. And non-venomous, sawa, ganyan. Colorful to, pero hindi siya venomous. Kumbaga type of python lang kasi. Python is colorful din naman kasi. Okay? So first aid. So call medical help quickly kapag nakagat. Especially kapag 2 dots lang yan. Number 2, do not cut the bite site. Clean wound and apply pressure damage to bitten limb. Misconception, huwag mong sipsipin. Kasi ikaw na tumulong, baka ikaw pang mamatay kapag sinipsip mo. Okay? Restrict movement. Huwag mo siyang pagalawin yung nakagat. And last but not the least, talaga. Okay, and last, transport quickly to the nearest hospital or establishment that can provide vaccine. Okay? Don'ts. Okay? Do not suck out the venom. Do not apply tourniquet. Okay? Do not elevate the wounded area. And do not take aspirin, pain reliever, or traditional medication. So ito yung mga dapat hindi mo gawin kapag nakagat ka ng ahas. And number 3, weather condition. Okay, what should we do with the victim of lightning strike? Si Eudora to. Okay, lightning. The occurrence of natural electrical discharge of every short duration and high voltage between a cloud and the ground or within a cloud, accompanied with a bright flash and typically is also thunder. To save the life of a lightning strike victim, do the following. So lightning, ang unang tatamaan niyan is yung highest point in a area. So kapag tawag nito, kapag umuulan at may kasamang kulog at kidlat, huwag kang pupunta sa mataas na kahoy or lalapit sa mataas na kahoy or mataas na something because tatamaan yan ng lightning. Kung ano yung pinakamalapit sa kanya, yun yung tatamaan niya. Okay? Kaya kapag open field din, huwag kang pupunta doon kasi pwede ikaw yung tamaan doon. Kasi kung nakatayo, especially pag nakatayo ka, pwede kang matamaan ng kidlat. So to save a life of lightning strike victim, do the following. Call for help. While waiting, do the following. Okay? Assess the situation. If necessary, move the victim to the safer and covered location. It is not as usual case for victim to have major broken bones unless they fell or have been thrown over long distance. So pwede mo silang hilain. Okay, basta hindi sila nalaglag. In such case of suspected fracture, do not move the patient if there is no risk of aggravating the injury while waiting for help. Pero pag alam mo meron na dislocate or may obvious na nabalian siya, huwag mo siyang gagalawin. A lightning strike may cause a heart attack or check if the victim or a heart attack. So check the victim's breathing as has a pulse. If both are not present, then do CPR. If with pulse but the victim is not breathing, then do secure rescue breathing until helps arrive. If the place is cold and wet, put a protective layer on the grounds to avoid risk of hypothermia. Lightning also causes injuries such as burn, shock, and trauma. Treat each of the injuries with first aid until helps arrive. So, you need to treat kapag nasunog siya, kailangan mo siyang applyan ng first aid in order to alleviate the pain on the victim and also not to worsen the injury that caused by the lightning. What are the basic things that we must carry in our first aid kit? Okay, set materials and tools used to giving emergency treatment to sick or injured person. So ano ba yung mga kailangan natin? Ayan siya. Okay? Assorted adhesive bandages, butterfly bandages, wound closure strips, gauze or gasa, non-stick sterilized pad, medical adhesive tape, athletic tape, blister treatments, splinters, and so on and so forth. What are the emergency number in the Philippines? So you need to memorize this one because these are the hotlines that can be called in order to provide us medical or rescue. Okay, medical services or rescue. Okay, so that ends our third week. So hopefully these video lecture will help you to understand more the topics and understand the lesson that will help you also for the upcoming exam. So thank you so much for listening and watching.